Hey everybody, thank you for letting me come into your household and you watch this video. I'm just kidding. We're going to talk today about case law, where it comes from, because I know a lot of guys hear that term, that phrase, case law, and they don't know where it comes from. And I remember being a new guy like, what are these people talking about, this case law thing? So let me explain it to you, where it comes from, how we get it, and how it's decided. And then we'll actually use State versus Nishina out of 2003 as an example for how to understand how this all came about. And maybe what I'll do first is explain Nishina to you. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'm just going to go into case law. So here's what happens with case law. You'll have a police officer or some kind of event occur. A police officer will take action, or multiple police officers will take action, and it kind of rides in a gray area of the law where both sides really are arguing different points and validity, and then we need it to be reviewed by a judge. So the first judge reviews it, then it gets appealed, it goes to the next level, which is, it goes municipal, superior, appellate, and then the final stop in New Jersey is New Jersey Supreme Court, and then if it goes any further, we'll go to the United States Supreme Court. And some stuff from New Jersey does make it to the United States Supreme Court. Remember, at the United States Supreme Court level, you can it trickles down from there. That sets the standard. We can make it more strict in New Jersey with new federalism, but and what new federalism means is they offer more rights or protection of its citizens from police intrusion. Not a favorable thing for the police who are trying to achieve law enforcement objectives. But here's how it goes. Where the names come from, let's say State versus Nishina. Nishina was the defendant. The state is the person, the plaintiff. They're coming across with the charges. So Nishina, actually, when you hear these names, that's the defendant's name usually. State versus William Witt. So State versus Witt, the one that overturned Pena Flores. That's where it comes from. And what it does is it just gives clarity. So I've heard recently from a guy who called me and said, "Oh, my boss says that case law is kind of bullshit." And know that when case law is born, it is the law. It's a guideline for police officers to follow, and it supersedes what 2C says. So if 2C, the book, says this, but case law elaborates further on that charge and what you're allowed to do, you follow case law. You don't follow 2C and make up your own interpretations. The court has made up interpretations on what you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to be following this stuff. And if you don't know it, how do you really know what guidelines to follow if you're not following case law? And I'm giving you guys bits and pieces of it on these videos. People come to the 2-day or the 1-day courses, get more of a big chunk of it in one shot. But even what I teach is just a fraction of all the case law that's out there. So if you want to be more educated in it, my suggestion is you get some books, like the Law Enforcement Handbook, Volume 1 and 2, from LexisNexis. I don't work with Larry Holtz, but it is a very good reference guide. I don't have one that says Dennis Benino on it. But that's where you can really get yourself educated and take your mind and brain and your law enforcement ability to the next level. There's guys who have read that book. I mean, I think I read the book 5 or 6 times, so I'm pretty well versed with a lot of case law. But let's take State versus Nishina, and I'll try to explain how this all works. So State versus Nishina, 2003. This allows an officer to conduct an immediate search relying on training and experience when the officer had probable cause to believe that the suspect is in possession of illegal narcotics and the officer detects the odor of marijuana on the suspect's clothing. The courts have ruled this exigent circumstances and ruled that if a search warrant was sought by the time the contraband could very well be consumed, hidden, or sold by the time one was issued. You search like incident to arrest. The odor of marijuana does not create exigency to warrant the entry of a home. So what does that mean? Nishina's case was they went out. It was a Colts Neck case. The cop ended up falling asleep. My wife just texted me on the freaking thing. She doesn't know I'm live. So she just threw me up. The cop wasn't falling asleep. Damn it, she screwed me all up. What happened was the cop ends up having the odor of marijuana on somebody's clothing. He searches them. They try to fight it, saying he couldn't do it. The court said, no, you can do that. So now it's a clear guideline. When somebody smells like marijuana, you can search them like incident to arrest if you believe they have narcotics and they smell like marijuana. Now, we also know that State versus George Myers came out in 2015, where you have the right to arrest for the odor of marijuana on somebody's clothing, satisfying the in-presence requirement. So obviously, you're going to get the search if you can arrest for it. All right, so you have that piece of case law. But basically, they were arguing over, could you do this or could you not? And the court said, yes, you can do this. And basically what they're saying is, police officers, when somebody smells like marijuana, you can search their persons. So if you guys are having problem understanding where case law comes from, it is when it's ruled, they are guidelines for the police to follow to effectively do their job correctly and ensure that your cases are bulletproof and rock solid. The more case law you know, the better you're going to have a chance of a good case sticking around. You look, guys call me, like, hey, Den, can I run something past you? Give me the thing. Well, I didn't know that before I took your course. This is before your course. Well, that's why the course exists, so you guys don't get screwed up and you know how to write reports and do your job correctly and follow the guidelines that the law allows us to do. Now, are you going to have APs that are going to argue with you? Yeah. I got a guy reach out to me recently, as a matter of fact, this morning, where he's got an AP giving information that is wrong. And I'm not saying that because I'm an AP or I went to law school. I just said, ask her where she's getting her stuff from. Just please send it to me, and I'll send you my stuff. You can give it to her and see where she's coming up with her thoughts. And what it is, she's just misinterpreting the whole thing. She doesn't get it. And she's a very, very new AP with no experience. So be careful with a lot of these APs. I give you the stuff. You can research it. Contrary to them, I give you the stuff, and it needs to be interpreted correctly. And I give a good interpretation of it with an example. So I know this video went kind of long, but I hope you guys now get a better understanding where case law comes from. And I thought it was good to go over that. If you're interested in attending a class, I have a 2-day and a 1-day course, and I'm writing a 3rd class now. We have a lot of guys coming. If you want to check that out, go to njcriminalinterdiction.com/courses. We have a new website coming out, but it's not live yet. So if you look at it, you're more than welcome to look at it, but please do not register on the website at this junction. It is February 8th, 2017. We are trying to work out the bugs on the registrations on the website. So do not, if you're watching this video and it's close to February 8th, 2017, do not register on the website. But the website for that is streetcoptraining.com. That is going to be the new company name. We are transitioning from NJ Criminal Addiction to streetcoptraining.com. Places we're coming up to soon. Let's see. We'll be February 27th, 28th, Rowan College in Gloucester County. Coming to the south for you boys, for all the Hicks. March 27th, 28th, a 2-day course, Monmouth County. June 13th and 14th, 2017, Bergen County. Monmouth County, October 16th and 17th, November 20th and 21st, Morris County. And then 1-day courses we have lined up all over. Mottondale's holding one. Everybody's hosting a class. But with that being said, as I usually sign off, have a great night, guys. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to our channel or leave a comment below, and also like us too. It means the world to us.